So, happy Monday everybody. Actually it's Tuesday today, I'm not going to lie to you, I'll pretend this was the very start of the week, but yesterday was literally just a day of nothing but working, you know, favourite day of the week. But today we're actually going out somewhere, we're actually leaving the house for the first time in, I don't know, I mean I leave the house, don't get me wrong, but like it's not very frequent, but I'm actually going back down to the city in which I grew up to play tennis with my mum and my brother, which should be fun. And I say it's as if it's like miles away, it's about an hour away, but yeah, it should be like a pretty active day today. And I'm actually gonna take you guys with me. We're gonna record a lot, see how bad I am at tennis. I actually rolled my ankle not too long ago, probably about, I don't know, a couple months ago. I say that, it was more like 3-4 months ago, and my ankle has been dodgy ever since, so I'm just kind of keeping my fingers crossed that I don't actually collapse on the court, which wouldn't be very ideal. So that's the mission today, off to play some tennis, see if I can still hit a ball. And also, yeah, we're getting a haircut as well. We're just going to sort this absolute mutt out. I've actually got a hat on because it is so atrocious, I don't even want to get it out. So it's mission 2 for today. Had a few calls this morning, a few client calls, which was good. Everything seems to be progressing as it should. A lot of stuff I'm working on at the moment within the business, for those of you that are actually interested, is more like mid-ticket offer stuff. Currently I have a high-ticket offer and a low-ticket program, which is great, don't get me wrong, but I do find that there's a lot of people that kind of in that middle bracket that can't afford a high-ticket program, and they can't afford the big, kind of like one-to-one mentorship, but also they're too hungry for a low-ticket program. You know, low-ticket just doesn't really cut it. So currently working on like a mid-ticket, something that suits a lot more people, but it's still like ridiculously valuable, so that these people know that they're going to get a lot out of it. So that's the current mission at the moment, as well as finishing up some onboarding stuff as well within the business, which is always fun. I mean, I don't really mind it because it's quite like mindless tasks, like you don't have to be creative or think about it. It's just like doing bits that you don't need to be done. And then later on this week, I will be working on starting to put out my first webinar, which will be exciting. I haven't done that before. Typically I don't really do like live things. I say that I do a lot of live calls, but live webinars, not really. Let me take you down with me. So that should be fun as well. And yeah, it'll be fun to see how the live webinars perform. Not 100% sure, but you know, I've got a pretty good audience for it. You guys seem to kind of love the stuff I put out. So I'm thinking, hey, if I can give you nothing but value, it should work quite well. I'm hoping, I'm assuming. And it's currently about midday. I have no food in my system whatsoever. I have 1 coffee, 2 coffees in my system. And we're gonna go on an hour drive. So again, hopefully I actually stay awake for the majority of the drive. So I'm just driving on my way now to go and play tennis, and sometimes I try and like raw dog the drives, you know, especially if they're like reasonably long drives. Sometimes I listen to music, like if I've got ASAP playing at the moment, but sometimes I raw dog the drives. And it's something I've been thinking about quite a lot recently with entrepreneurship as a whole. The actual transition of going from like nothing to something in entrepreneurship, because I think it's such an important like thing to tackle. A lot of people talk about going from like 0 to 10k, but I think the importance is actually going from that 0 to 1k, 0 to 2k, 0 to 3k. And I get that's not what people sell because it's not as attractive, you know, no one wants to, oh, how about you start a business and make $1,000 a month? It's not as nice, but I get the difficulty and the kind of like the transition of going from nothing to something, and I get how far-fetched it is for the average person. And I'm assuming you're the kind of person watching this that doesn't have a good business or a big business or a business at all, but wants to start one, or like side hustles or whatever it is. And I understand the struggle of going from nothing to something. And something that helped me a lot, go from nothing to something, is a big perspective change on what is possible. Now what I mean by that is that, I'll just give you an idea, right? The thing that helped me go from like 10-20k to like 70-80k wasn't like crazy amount of systems or anything like that. It wasn't a crazy big pivot in my business or anything. The majority of things that helped me like go from A to B, like that kind of, you know, smaller to bigger, was hanging around people that were making 10 times the amount of money that I was. Yeah, go on. Go on. Go on.
On the camera, yeah?
Yeah, go on. Go on. Right. Awesome. So, trim has been completed. Tennis has been played, table tennis has been played, people have been beaten. So now I'm actually on my way back home, which is about an hour drive away, before I've got some more calls this evening to do. Just some client calls, simple stuff. what we're thinking about the trim. Let me just reverse out of here before I do. You actually cannot see it at all. That looks atrocious. Okay, pretend you didn't just see that. I promise it looks better than that. And yeah, on the way back home now, I'm molting all over my car. Also, just got notice from the dealership that my new car is ready to be picked up this Friday, which I'm really excited about because it's been like it's been a long time coming for this car. I've loved the car for a long time, and it's just about come to a point where I've actually just kind of been accepted for it, which is fantastic. So now that's kind of like the next step this Friday, and then yeah, I'll be vlogging that. Hopefully that'll be like a good, exciting vlog because I have to go literally 6 hours across the country to get it, but it's going to be more than worth it because it means I get to drive it back. So looking forward to do that as well. And yeah, get back home, do some client calls, sort some other bits and bobs out, and then it's just planning and strategizing for the rest of the week, really. Cool. So it's currently Wednesday evening, and I'm just about to head off to the gym. Spent pretty much all of today, literally just like working on behind the scenes stuff, team stuff, because I think, don't get me wrong, I want to focus on the money generating things, right? The tasks that actually put money in my bank account. But a lot of the time, like, your systems are as important as the things that actually put money in your account. Like one of the videos I made on my YouTube, I talked about something called moving pieces, which I've actually got on my my whiteboard here, right? And these are my moving pieces. Ow, just stepped on my chair. Moving pieces for my business, and moving pieces being things that the actual things that attribute to growth in your business, if that makes sense. These are the only things for me anyway that actually make me make more money. It's nurturing and generating leads. It is delivering results for my clients, my students, logistics, all the back end stuff, and growth, basically getting better at what I'm doing. If what I'm doing during the day doesn't attribute to one of these, I don't do it, essentially. And this is one of the things. Like today was all about logistics and building the back end systems, because I think that when you're like, I want to build a business, you're very heavily focused on the money. Of course you are. But I think that it's important to not topple over because you haven't built a solid foundation. And it's not really taught. No one teaches that. You got to build out the back end stuff and do the boring mundane stuff. But that's where the money's made, realistically. That's where the cash is collected, in the boring mundane stuff. Because if you don't have it, you don't make your money in the first place, right? So yeah, I currently have a date with a pool session at the gym, which should be fun. And I'll update you guys when I get back, because I've also got some meetings this evening, which is always fun. No, it's not. Fucking time zones, man. Americans and Australians, you guys know exactly who you are. You keep me up until about midnight every single night. Can't handle it. But yeah, this should be good. I want to start recording in the gym, but I don't think I've developed enough confidence yet to bring a proper kitted out camera in there. So for now, I'm just going to do the gym. You're going to have to trust that I've been to the gym, and then I'll come back all nice and sweaty. Cool. Yes, and I actually forgot to say that I did get a final date to pick up my car, which I'm so excited about. So I'm going to be picking it up next Monday. So it actually won't be in this vlog, but it will be in next week's vlog, like the very, very start of the vlog. I do want to kind of like show you a picture of the car, because I don't think I've told you what the car is yet, but let's just say it tops everything I've had in the past. And I haven't had anything amazing in the past. I had a Mustang, Ford Mustang, which was lovely until I may or may not have wrapped it around a pole. And I've had some BMs in the past, and now I currently have an Audi. So I'm really looking forward to go and pick that up. I don't want to tell you what it is yet because I want it to be a surprise, the big kind of reveal. But hey, let's just say I'm upgrading, I'm evolving, and I do have a big surprise for my mum actually, which I'm looking forward to actually deliver the news, because my current car, which don't get me wrong, is absolutely fantastic, maybe going to her, and I've got an Audi A5 currently, I think Audi A4, like a TDI sporty little thing. And I love it, don't get me wrong. It was more of like a replacement for the Mustang that I crashed last year, unfortunately. But now it's time to evolve, and I wanna give it to my mum, because I think it'll be cool. I think it'll be a cool present, cool surprise, cool gift. But we'll see. Maybe that'll be in a vlog as well. But I don't want to be the douchey person that's like, I bought my mum a car, because it's I just don't think it's the right reason for doing it. You know, I want to do it because I want to do it, not because I want it to be good content. But I've actually got to go to the gym now because it shuts in quite literally about 45 minutes. An hour-ish, which is not good. Cool, I'll see when I'm back. So, ladies and gents, we are currently back from the gym. It is approximately midnight on the dot. I've got a bit more work to do before I do call it a night for tonight, and I'm up early tomorrow, because do you want to see my schedule? Because my closer is travelling. It's my schedule. Because, again, my fucking closer's travelling. This is my day tomorrow. Like I said, it's midnight. Thursday the 8th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 nice, tasty sales calls. Now, I've done sales calls since the start of my business, but I hire a team to basically not have to do it, and people that are better than me are doing it. But hey, there always seems to be like a slip through the gaps, which is I'm actually hiring a new closer at the moment. That's why a lot of what I'm doing just in my business as a whole is rewiring, redoing the back end stuff, because it's like this, right? I need to make sure that this doesn't happen again, and I'm not spending literally 7 hours straight doing sales calls, because it is horror. But it has to be done. Money in the bank, and I'm looking, which will be cool, I'm looking to probably do between 7.5 to 10k cash collected tomorrow, which will be awesome, assuming the stats that I hope are gonna come to fruition, which will be very cool. Be nice to see. So yeah, work montage.
Boom, 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 boom. I'm gonna shoot you right down, right off of your feet. Take you home with me, put you in my house.
Good morning, ladies and gents. It is currently about 7:30 in the morning, and I'm just prepping now for my 8 calls to go. As I mentioned yesterday, I'm the salesman for today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to essentially update you at the end of the day of how these calls went, and the result that was generated based on what was expected, all that kind of stuff. But so yeah, got a fun day ahead. Well, kind of fun day, depending on what kind of stuff you like. And update you guys soon come. Right, so it's currently Friday evening at about 7 p.m. And I haven't been recording for the day because there hasn't been much to record. I mean, if you want to really see my POV, I'll show you exactly what it looks like. This is quite literally the POV for like 90% of the day. This outside goes from dark to light to dark again, and I'm just sat here kind of, doing what needs to be done, doing the hard work that no one wants to do. So yeah, just as kind of an update, I've got a call with a new closer at the moment, a potential closer, who I may close on being a closer, which will be quite cool, as I'm scaling that side of the team. And then I'm off to the gym, and then yeah, rinse and repeat the same process. It's wake up, it's work, it's eat lunch, it's work more, it's gym, it's sleep, it's wake up, it's work. And the good thing is, the good thing is that this routine is paying off, and it's been paying off for a while now, which is fantastic. And I just it's not that I can't wait until I can do loads of other things that are completely like a different routine, do whatever I want when I want to do it. I mean, I can still do that, but this is like a period of time and period of my life where heads down, focused, goals are so clear in front of me. There's no room to do anything else, And I'm kind of in the stage where I get itchy if I don't work, if I'm like if I don't have enough tasks to do throughout the day or whatever it is, even if I know for the previous week I've been going like 12-hour days non-stop, I get itchy, I get agitated, I'm like lost almost. So yeah, for now anyway, this is the process. Next week, we've got quite an exciting week. I say next week because it's pretty much the end of this week. Picking up the car on Monday, new car, which you're going to see in next week's video. Doing a few podcasts up the country, which is really cool. Meeting some cool people, and yeah, there'll be a bit more of like an exciting vlog, one of those vlogs where everything's going on and stuff like that, which will be cool. But yeah, got a call to jump on now. I'll record a little bit of that, and yeah, going to the gym, come back from there, rinse and repeat, baby. Let's do it.
Boom, 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 boom.
Right, ladies and gents, we are now coming to it's coming to the end of the week, coming to a close. It's currently Saturday at 9:45 p.m. At night, and yeah, I mean it's been a good week. I want to kind of do like weekly roundups with you guys, because it's kind of how I'm documenting my progress and stuff like that. And it's been a good week, a really good week. Just in terms of progress and stuff made and whatnot. I mean, it's a good week business wise. A lot has grown, which is amazing. And I remember in the last vlog I made, it was like we're sitting at like 50k a month. Scaling past that, which is awesome to say the least. It's quite surreal. Like I said before, everything's growing very rapidly, right? So it's quite hard to kind of keep track of. But this is why I want to vlog everything, because I want to go back and look at the first vlog where I was like, we're making this amount of money, and then in 3, 4, 5, 6 months time, it's like, man, back to the days when I was making that amount of money, right? But yeah, it's been a good one. And what I try and do at the end of every week or the start of a new week. Now, typically I'll do this tomorrow. I won't do it now, but I will kind of share with you what I'm doing now, is I plan for the week ahead, right? But I plan for the week ahead in terms of like a very goal setting approach. So this is if you don't have a Remarkable, by the way, this is like a, can you see that? It's like a paper like tablet. Let me go on something that's actually going to be relevant. It's my to-do list. So this is like, it's like drawing on paper. Do you know what I mean? Where are we? No. Right, so this was the plan for last week, I think, or this week. And obviously smash it out of the park. But this is what I mean by the Paperlike tablet. So like you can draw on it. And it's basically like having an infinite notebook, which is ridiculously cool. But yeah, what I try and do, I'll be doing this tomorrow, is basically schedule out the week, the goals for the week, what I want to hit, all this kind of stuff, because it allows me to look back at it. So for example, I'll be going to be looking at this tomorrow and kind of like assessing what's worked, what hasn't, so I can kind of redo it from the start in terms of like, right, if I wanted to make this amount of money and I made this amount of money, what's the change I make? What's the pivot I do? What is this kind of thing? Also talk about how much I want to produce as a person in terms of how many videos I want to put out, how much content I want to make, all this kind of stuff. How many kind of like actionable steps I want to take, because that's what we're in control of as people. We're not necessarily in control of the outcomes. We're in control of the things that we can do to ideally create the outcomes. So yeah, I'm going to be kind of like planning that out for a bit now. For the week ahead. So let's do that. So yeah guys, I'm going to call it like an end of the week here. Sunday for me anyway is mostly like resting and recouping. Oh god, I'm so zoomed in. Apologies. Resting, recouping, kind of like strategizing and all that kind of stuff. And relaxing, actually, I wouldn't even lie. Like with the missus, that kind of thing. That's the mission. So that's kind of like, as far as I'm kind of the plan from here. But yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed, and the whole point of this vlog is like constant feedback. I'm sorry it's so frame ratey, I've got no lighting, I'll turn the TV on actually. The goal with me is just constant feedback, right? It's like constant iteration and constant improvement, and the way that I can actually do that is by talking to you guys, like in the comments and the DMs and stuff like that. So wherever kind of direction you think you want me to take the vlogs, let me know, and I'm happy to do it. We've got an exciting week next week, Monday, so in the next video you're going to see, I'm picking up a new car, which I'm really excited to do, and I'm spending a few days up north across the country, so a bit more travelling, and then later on during the week I'm actually going on holiday, so we're going to be like, oh my god, it's like a European vlog, right, which is going to be fun, a lot more exciting than, hi guys, I worked again today, and I'm going to do the same thing again tomorrow, and the next day, and the next day, and the next day, so, at least you have something to look forward to, that's what I'm saying, as per to like just boring videos of like, update, didn't do anything, update, didn't do anything, but hey, that's how it goes. That's how we make progress. That's how money gets put in the bank, which is the best kind of reward. So, see you gang in the next one. Au revoir.